Hi, Jake here. So we've created a series of training videos on EasyS3 and they're stored with the Amazon account on the cloud, and we want our members to be able to access them in their own time from a particular website. More often than not, these training videos are best viewed in a particular order, so they want to appear on your site in that same order. If you're using WordPress, these will need to be on pages, not posts. When you put pages on WordPress, they appear as separate items. In the case of a series of related training pages, they want to appear as chapters in a book, i.e. all related to the first page. In order to achieve this with WordPress website, you have to call the first page the parent and subsequent pages child. In order to facilitate this, we need to download a new plugin. Before we do that, you just want to make sure you've copied the codes for all the videos we've created, and then we can go onto our plugin page of our dashboard. So I've already gone onto the dashboard of my site, gone onto plugins, and I've got a plugin that I've installed called SB Child List. There's some very simple codes on this, which if they're printed onto the individual pages, then they will form the pages in a particular order. The codes that we're going to be using are this arrangement here. I'm just going to get rid of that stuff behind us, and we're back onto there. So we've basically got these simple codes that we put onto our pages that we create, and I'll show you how we're going to do that in a second. So we're going to create a new page on the site, and first of all, the first one for the Get Response series is actually called Welcome, so I'm going to call it number 1, Welcome, and then we're going to copy some paste in there. Now we need to be on the text page here, so we're going to go down to the codes that we copied from EasyS3. This particular code here is for the first video, which was abbreviated as GRT1, Get Response Training 1. So we simply click on that code there, copy, and then paste it into here. Now what we're next going to do is we'll probably want to get this in a particular order, and this has a parent, and the parent is, we go onto the pages on the right hand side, it's online training. As I go a bit further down the online training, we've got autoresponder training, Get Response videos. So that's the name of our parent to this particular page. This will be the first page under that parent. They require the Platinum membership to be viewed. What I want to do now is to show that this is a child by putting the following information in. I'm going to put the particular code in now. First of all, we want to be able to indicate that we can go on to the next page, and so somebody can click onto this. You'll see what this means in a minute. So if we click sibling next, because each page is known as a sibling to the other, copy that piece of code and then paste it. Just go down a little bit more here. Paste it here. We'll view this in a second, but I'm also going to put, in case anybody wants to go back to the first page of the Get Response training before the video to see them all listed there, they need to copy this bit of code. Sorry, wrong one. Go back to the parent. So what we're doing here, we're copying that, copy, paste, parent. Now we want to publish this lot, which effectively is saving it, and what we're going to do is see what that looks like when you do visual, and you get a little box for where the video is going to appear, and then these two bits of code here. But when we actually view the page as it would appear on the site, there we go, it goes onto the membership site, Welcome. It says autoresponder training, Get Response video tutorials, and that's the first one. Now that actually means that you'll see in a minute that will go back to that. So that would take us to the intro page, which is here. So, and it's already listed the first one. So that's the the heading page, if you like, the parent page for these tutorials. What I'm going to do in a minute is put a few more on here and then show you how the code looks and how the pages look when there's a few more been installed. So we've got, just show where we've got the first one, press on there, and then it comes up with here, and then off we go, and the first one starts playing. And then we can blow it up a bit bigger if we want to do that. Okay?
Congratulations.
Okay, so I've installed a few more of the videos now, so let's look at this. I've just installed number 5, so let's view the page of number 5 and see what comes up. It's called Web Form 2, that's the title, that would be the video tutorial there. Then it shows below that back to Web Form 1 if you want to go there, so we'll do that in a minute, or back to the start page. Let's go back to the start page here. So this is the beginning of the autoresponder training, and so far I've already included 5 videos that have been installed, with this page being the parent. I'll show you what the page looks like with the codes, etc. Simply the title at the top, and all we do there is put the only piece of code we put in the second series is for the autoresponder get response. That's the text I've put into there, and the only bit of code we put in is SB child list. And as we've seen when we view the page, what happens is as we add all the others below, they become the children of this parent. Now the one we were looking at a minute or two ago was Web Form 2, so let's go back to that. Now if I press back to Web Form 4 there, what you'll also see now underneath that is where we did the code before for the next sibling. It takes us back, if we press on that, to the one we've just installed, Web Form 2. So I'm going to go back again just to show you what that code looks like. Okay, and we've got 3 pieces of code at the bottom of the code for the video itself. One is the sibling next, which you just click onto that and go on to the next video in the series. Then previous there, well, just PREV, press onto that, and that takes you back to the one you've just seen, the previous one, and then back to the parent page. You press that bit of code there. So all these codes come with the SB plugin. So I'm going to complete the rest of these and then show you what that whole thing looks like at the end. Okay, so the last video in the series has been loaded, and we'll just view the page for this. The last one's called Automation. The video comes up, and if we press on more clicks, that will take us back to the previous one, number 10. And obviously when we get on there, if we want to go to the last one, number 11. Now if we then also press back onto, I'll just show you the difference in the codes there. In the case of the last page, we've just got the previous sibling, if we want to go back to the previous page, or back to the parent page. So we only get one option to press back, no option to press forward. And then if we look at the coding we've put on this last but one page, we've got an option for the next sibling, i.e. the next page, and the previous page. And then finally, we'll just view that page again. And if we take ourselves right back to the parent page of the whole of these series of tutorials for Get Response, you'll see now that all 11 of the videos that we converted from the files on one of the earlier tutorials are all listed there, and at any we can go to any one of them. So let's pick this one for example. We can go to there, and then we can go back, forward, or back to the main page again. And if I just show you what the code's looking like on the main page, simply press the edit page again there, and all it shows is child list, no more than that. And the child list gets created, as we see on the main page, by the fact that each of the other pages refers to it as a parent. So that's the end of this one. Hope you've enjoyed that, and it's clear to help you organise your site.